You've seen a thing or two, right? You know if there's a vet in the camp?
Ah, haven't heard that for a while. Yeah, I'm a vet and I got stuck in front of the oven. So what? What do you want a vet for, eh?
I don't know, maybe you heard. The dogs are going crazy and attacking everyone. There's these strange white patches on their bodies.
Shit. Okay. I'll need samples of the patches, and their saliva too. And with what we got here to do the analysis with, I'll need some materials. I'll go see the dog master. With a bit of luck, I'll be able to take some samples.
Well, the doc said people might be able to get it.
The doc doesn't know anything about animals. I understand why he's worried, but still, to each his job. If you bring me the samples, I should be able to put together a cure.
All the same, I prefer following his advice.
Yeah, right. Forget I'm a vet and stop coming around and bugging me with your bullshit. Can I do anything for you?
No, don't think so. Nothing to do there right now. It'd just get me in a heap of shit.
Hey, the Bare Knuckle King. What do you want?
You don't want to talk about your problems.
Listen, it's all real nice, gotta admit. But can you tell me how it's any of your business? All right, but not about me, okay?
And? You were saying?
Got nothing to tell you. It's just horrible here. Always the same stuff to do. Always the same ugly faces. Middle of this fucking desert. I'm bored to death. First I get sent to the front, then here to watch over a bunch of guys. I never asked to be a soldier. Okay, I make some money, but it's not like I can spend it here. What's it good for?
Wife back home, maybe?
Yeah. Things were good, just the two of us before the war. We were even thinking about having a kid. And then, really gets me, not being with her.
You could get a pass or something. Maybe you could get transferred.
Obvious you're not abundance. No such thing as passes. If I get sent anywhere, I'll be sent to the front. And I've seen my share of what's going down there.
There's gotta be a way.
Yeah. If I was to get declared an invalid, it's the only way.
I don't know how it works where you're from, but in Aurora, a guy does that and gets caught. Well, he's a goner.
Here too. But they can't stop me from thinking it, right? I haven't done anything wrong yet.
I could break your arm. Would that work?
You're sick? No. To get sent back home, I gotta get sick. For example, something they can't handle here. I would have liked to set it up with the doc, but if he turned me in, I could get shot.
If you could get out of here, you could go back to your wife.
You crazy? And be on the run the rest of my life?
Hey, listen up. I'd rather not have to repeat that kind of thing. I'm thinking about escaping by taking the train.
You insane? And I guess you want to go back home. What would I do there?
I've thought of everything, and once we're out of here, we can split up on a shadow path and you can go back home. After all, we're closer to your place than ours.
Your idea is absolutely insane.
If you could get back to your wife, and you'd never have to stand guard in this rat hole again.
That's... Shit, you're crazy. But you're right. I think I'll go with you.
We're getting everything we need for the escape. When the day comes, we'll set off a diversion to keep your buddies busy and get out.
So, any news? It's getting worse here. Even though I isolated the dogs completely, I really think they're all gonna die anyway.
Doc says it's better to poison them to avoid infecting people.
Are you nuts? You wanna kill all of my dogs?
You really think there's a choice? You want the guards and the prisoners to start killing each other too?
Technomant would have my balls before it came to that. All right, give me that shit and get out of here. I need to be alone.
Hey, Roy, what can I do for you? You know, he's always hanging out in the same sector. Not like he's ever really doing much.
And he still looks like he's going to a funeral?
Oh yeah, you noticed that too? Anyway, no, seems better in fact. Probably waiting on a letter from his girlfriend or something.
We're almost ready to leave this hole. Go tell your guard buddy that the Dusts are gonna mutiny. That'll create a diversion.
Okay, you can count on me. Meet you back at the train?
Later, Jay. Here. You know the place a bit. What can you tell me about it?
They let me walk around here, so I did, and I blocked off the walkways. It's not much, but it should mean that we won't have guards shooting down at us from up there. I also took a few things I had in a crate, a bit further on. They didn't see a thing.
Well, looks like you didn't completely waste your time. Well done. Now we gotta cut the transformer. Come on, let's go.
where I hid the stuff. I don't know if it'll be any use, but you never know.
I'm hurt. I can't go on. Go on without me.
Sorry, Bob. You won't be coming along.
We have to deactivate the transformer before leaving the power plant.
Jay and the train can't be very far now.
Well, Mary was right. It would seem our genius prisoner is seeking to part company with us. That would explain all of the inconveniences we've been experiencing lately. I suggest you surrender, sir. You know I cannot let you escape, and that I have the power to stop you forever.
Concentrate on the same target as me and he'll eat dirt.
We've got to go, now! We're gonna have all the camp guards on our asses after that. Damn, you killed a technomancer. I didn't think it was even possible.
Of course you can kill them. They're human beings, you know?
What are you doing? Are we going? Shouldn't we get rid of this thing? What are we gonna do with that?
It'll give us a better chance to escape.
And that's what they use for their magic? All these wires? You're gonna sell them?
Shit. Never thought I'd put these things back on.
Put them back on? Roy, what are you saying? You know how to use these things?
Yes. Now let's go.
Jay, we're here. The train ready?
Almost. Just a few more minutes, kid, and we'll be breathing trail dust.
It's not over yet, Jay. There's an entire regiment on our ass. There's no way to get this machine to go any faster.
No, Roy. Sorry. I've done my best. But I got an idea. I'll hold them off.
Don't be stupid, Jay. If you go, they'll kill you. Let's face it, I got a better chance of slowing them down than you.
You gotta be kidding. Why not just call me a fucking pussy? You keep an eye on the kid. You guys are almost family. You'd tear him up if something happened to you.
Get them!
Stay there. I'll find another way to get out. See you in shadow there. Now go!
They're going to kill him, aren't they?
Yes, let's just make sure his sacrifice won't be for nothing.
Master? Master! Sean? It can't be. Not you. How could that monster kill you? How dare he take your things? He'll pay for this, I swear. I'll hunt him to hell if I have to.
The man who saved me, and who got me involved in this unbelievable escape, had more facets to his personality than I could ever have imagined. Roy's strength and bravery are only equaled by his biting cynicism. He takes down enemies as if they were poor jokes in lack of a good punchline. Better to stay on his good side. It's when I learned he was a technomancer that he started making sense to me. His knowledge about relics, his attitude, he's different from anyone I'd ever met before. His mastery of technomancy, it sets him apart. The last pieces started coming together when I discovered he was a fugitive. That he had fled the source to escape the gilded cage of the technomancers. He risked it all to be free. If his need for freedom pushed him to escape the Technomancers, a POW camp in the middle of the desert would never suit him. The journey is long. We have to avoid being recaptured by Abundance and get back behind our own lines. Aurora seems to have won the war, and both sides are demobilizing troops. We've abandoned the train, moving from one shadow line to the next, staying away from marauders. I had more than enough time to question him about his past, and what went on at the camp. What he thought of Sean and his apprentice, for example. He doesn't always answer. To be honest, he rarely does at all, but I know him a whole lot better all the same. At least I like to think so. I'm proud to know him. I hope a little of his strength rubs off on me.
You sure your parents are gonna be okay with someone like me coming around? Even if I am bringing the prodigal son back.
You'll be welcome. My parents are in the militia. I can't wait to tell them all you did for me.
Many things seem to have changed while we were away, and that includes the militia's popularity. We'll see. You were lucky enough to snag some clothes your size. That'll be more discreet than those prison uniforms. And I have the feeling this will prove useful around here.